This Lunar New Year, we welcome the Year of the Tiger.
The Year of the Tiger
is about bravery and strength.
The DNC stands for making a difference.
For the better and for everyone in this nation.
We will continue to stand up against anti-Asian hatred.
We're excited to see our communities benefit from improved infrastructure.
We're fighting to see more states turn blue.
We can't wait to get even more diverse voices into office.
We're standing up for your needs.
We're pushing back against hate, bigotry, and intolerance.
And we at the DNC are fighting for you and your family.
On behalf of the DNC, we want to wish everyone a happy Lunar New Year.
Santay Ginghong.
Panjang Umo.
새해 복 많이 받으세요.
新年快乐.
恭喜發財.
Happy Lunar New Year.
Happy Year of the Tiger.
Hello, everybody, and good evening. I'm Leland Bowden, and I'm your host of tonight's Lunar New Year program from the Democratic National Committee. We are so excited that you can join us for a night of Asian American and Pacific Islander excellence. Tonight, we've got members of Congress, political leaders, playwrights, musicians, activists, actors, and yes, the Vice President of the United States herself, Kamala Harris. But before we do all that, we're going to kick off our program with the future of America, children. So please give a warm welcome to our amazing cast of kids from across the country reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by award-winning actor, songwriter, and playwright Ari Afsar singing our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ari. That was gorgeous. And oh my goodness, weren't those kids the cutest things of all time? Yes. Maybe we should have had them do the whole program. Maybe not. Anyway, now I'd like to introduce the chair of the DNC AAPI Caucus, the Honorable Belle Leong Huang.
Good evening. My name is Belle Leong Huang. I am the chair of the DNC AAPI Caucus. I am really excited to welcome you to the DNC Lunar New Year celebration as we roar into the new year of the tiger. The tiger embodies strength, vigor, courage, perseverance, and bravery. And tonight's celebration is in honor of our Asian American Pacific Islander heroes who personify all those qualities all year round, all over the country. To all of our heroes, thank you. My role as chair of the DNC AAPI Caucus is to ensure that our AAPI voice is represented at the highest level of the Democratic National Committee, and to encourage and support our AAPIs in reaching their maximum potential and to take a seat at the table. I am honored and grateful for opportunities like this to celebrate not only for our community, but with our community. So on this very auspicious occasion, we take the opportunity to shine the brightest light on someone whom we love, respect, and admire. I am, of course, speaking of our fiercest and strongest warrior, our country's first AAPI Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. In her first year in office, Vice President Harris and President Biden have delivered for all American people and for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islanders in specific, in so many ways, both at home and abroad. Who can forget the strong stance against anti-Asian hate that she delivered in the aftermath of the Atlanta shooting, or her effective diplomatic efforts on behalf of our nation in smoothing out an allied nation's ruffled diplomatic feathers, or her effective negotiation skills, which helped deliver results on so many of the successful achievements of this administration. At every step of the way, Vice President Kamala Harris is the proven ideal partner in the fight for this democracy we live for. Nor can we forget her quiet but effective work in casting the most decisive tie-breaking votes in the Senate, whether in confirming this administration's nominees to the executive and judicial offices, or casting the deciding vote, negotiating and breaking barriers and Republican objections to finally passing the much-needed American Rescue Plan, or ARP, which, as she tweeted, checks in pockets, kids back in school, Americans back at work, small businesses open, rent paid, a better night's sleep. The only thing is that this administration does not boast, not as the past administration did. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are happy and content that they have done good for the American people, that they kept their promises to the people. So it is up to you and me, indeed, all of us, to recognize the monumental good that they have done for us during these difficult pandemic times and to shout it to the rooftop. Many of you have heard me say that my biggest dream is to see the first AAPI elected as President of the United States in my lifetime. This past year has been very special to me and to so many millions of Americans, as we saw the first Asian American and Black American female vice president represent our communities with such excellence. I feel that my dream has been partially fulfilled. Thank you, Madam Vice President, for who you are and for all that you do and all that you mean for the millions of Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders who are watching tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud and honored to present to you the first AANHPI Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Happy Lunar New Year, everyone, and thank you to my good friend and a great leader, Belle Leong Huang, for bringing us all together today. Lunar New Year, well, it's a time of joy, the joy of being together. And it is a time of celebration, the celebration of culture, of family, of the warmth and love of community. And it is a time of hope, the hope of a new year and the hope a new year brings. So as we welcome in the Year of the Tiger, I believe we have so much progress to protect and so much progress to build on, to stop hate crime, to support communities and small businesses during the pandemic, to strengthen voting rights and women's rights and workers' rights across our nation. So let us keep the flame of hope burning bright across our country. Happy Lunar New Year. I wish you and your family happiness, health, and prosperity. Take care.
Well, hello again. I am pleased to have the opportunity to present to you my leader, Chairman of the Democratic National Committee, Jaime Harrison. Jaime Harrison is an inspiration to all of us, with a lifetime of firsts, from becoming the youngest person and first African American to serve as Executive Director of the House Democratic Caucus, to becoming South Carolina Democratic Party's first African American chair. For our AAPI community, he is the first chair that saw the need for us to get our word out early and spend early dollars in AAPI media. He continues to strengthen the coalition work with all of our constituency communities, and he is our strongest Democratic ally in what we want to do in our community. He is our party's superstar and our fearless leader at the DNC, who famously said, "My whole life, people told me what I could not do. And every step of the way, I told them the same. Watch me beat the odds." Allow me the privilege of introducing to you my dearest friend, my leader, the chair of the Democratic Party, Jaime Harrison.
Hello, folks. Happy Lunar New Year and happy Year of the Tiger. I hope this year is filled with happiness, opportunity, and good health. I'm so glad you all are able to celebrate the new year with the DNC, and I want to thank the folks who made that possible. My dear friend and DNC Vice Chair, Tammy Duckworth, AAPI Caucus Chair, Belle Leong Huang, and the entire creative committee of the AAPI Caucus. Thank you for bringing us all together this evening. I know Belle has talked about roaring into 2022, and I couldn't agree more. We had a strong 2021 at the DNC, and we've got to continue building on our momentum. AAPI communities are going to make all the difference in this year's election, and the DNC is committed to organizing and earning every vote. We're going to show folks the ways we've delivered this past year, and we're going to make the case that they can count on Democrats to address their everyday needs. We've got the results to prove it. The Biden administration has delivered over $8 billion to AAPI small businesses. Nearly 75% of American adults are fully vaccinated against COVID. And because this administration has zero tolerance for hate, the president signed the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act to protect AAPI communities. This is only the beginning. With the leadership of the DNC's AAPI Caucus and our hardworking coalition team, we'll continue to listen to AAPI communities, understand their needs, and to deliver for them and their families. And we'll make sure that we reach out to all AAPI communities because we know that Korean Americans in Georgia and Vietnamese Americans in Orange County have different experiences and priorities. Together, we can make sure Democrats deliver for AAPI communities for years to come.
Thank you so much, Vice President Harris, Chairman Harrison, and Chairwoman Leong Huang. I'm so inspired to see what real representation looks like. When I was a kid, I really thought in order to be a politician, you had to be a man and white. So, friends, we have put together our Year of the Tiger Lunar New Year show in 4 acts. Act 1, we've already started. This is the act of democracy. So thank you, Vice President Harris, for reminding us while we're all here. Act 2, we're calling Tiger Determination. Act 3, creativity. And Act 4, maybe the most important act, action in 2020. So to continue our first act, I'm honored to introduce these amazing pioneers and game changers in the Asian American progressive landscape. Firstly, actor and activist Daniel Dae Kim, journalist Lisa Ling, DNC Vice Chair Senator Tammy Duckworth, Representative Judy Chu, Representative Grace Meng, and activist Mia Ives Rubley.
Hi everybody, my name is Daniel Dae Kim, and welcome to the Year of the Tiger. Now, this is a year meant to be characterized by bravery and courage and passion and adventure. And we're going to need all of those qualities if we're going to stand up to the challenges that face our society and our community, especially in a year when we've got midterm elections coming up this November. So I hope we can all be brave and courageous and make our voices heard at the ballot box. Now, whether you celebrate with a red envelope or a steaming hot bowl of Korean tteokguk, the way that my family does, or whether you just want hot dogs and apple pie, I hope you'll take a minute, recharge, celebrate, reinvigorate, so that you'll have the energy to have a fantastic year. So as we say in Korean, 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Or in English, Happy Lunar New Year, everybody.
Hi everyone, it's Lisa Ling. Happy Lunar New Year. I hope that this Year of the Tiger, we just unleash our ferocity in uplifting our communities, but also supporting and electing Asian American candidates up and down the 2022 ballot. You know, the only way to have a voice in our political system and our democracy is if we engage, if we participate in the civic process. So let's make it count from here on out. Vote, engage, support, and be heard.
Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. I'm sorry I missed the first time. Listen, it's an honor to be Asian. Just remember, don't forget, we have these t-shirts. Mine is a little tight because a lot of pizza delivery, pandemic, and quarantine. You know this, we're coming out of it. 2022 is here, friends. It's a new year. We're gonna do our best to get all of these AAPI candidates elected across the nation. I know I'm gonna be doing my part here in Southern California. Redistricting it's done, right? So come on, now let's get to work.
Hi, this is Ronnie Chang. I just want to wish everyone a happy Lunar New Year. 祝你新年快乐，万事如意，身体健康. Which means Happy New Year. Hope everything you want comes true and wish you good health. And I hope everyone out there votes. I don't care who you vote for, just vote. But obviously vote Democrat.
Hi everyone, it's Tammy Duckworth. As Vice Chair of the DNC, it is my honor to wish all of you a happy and healthy Lunar New Year. The Year of the Tiger symbolizes strength, bravery, and confidence. And I couldn't think of a better guidance for all of us to navigate this upcoming year ahead of us. A little over a year ago, Donald Trump was still tweeting from the Oval Office and Republicans controlled the Senate. And looking back on all that we've accomplished in just the last year, I know we could not have done it without your help. Thanks to you and your work and the work of thousands of like-minded Americans across the country, we elected President Biden, and our Democratic Congress was able to pass policies to help us recover from this pandemic, rebuild our nation, and bring our economy back from the brink. And I'm so proud of the progress we've made in spite of unprecedented, unanimous Republican obstruction. After getting shots in arms and checks in pockets to help us beat back this pandemic, the Democrats' American Rescue Plan is continuing to improve lives and boost our economy. But with all of this progress made, some things have not changed for the better. Not only have AA and HPI Americans been on the forefront of this pandemic, but Asian Americans across the country continue to be targeted by racism, hate, and violence in the aftermath of the last president's racist, xenophobic lies, especially our seniors and elderly women. Yet instead of cowering in fear, our community has in fact united against hate. And while this is important progress, I will never stop working to do all that I can to make sure that our communities are safe and have the support they need to thrive during this pandemic and beyond. But the fact is, this past year has proven that our razor-thin 50-seat Democratic majority simply isn't enough. Senate Republicans are doing everything they can to obstruct President Biden's agenda and to prevent us from acting on voting rights and sending even more help to struggling families across the nation. So let's be clear. If we're going to keep making progress on the issues that we all care about, we need to protect and expand our Democratic majorities in the Senate, in the House, and elect more Democrats everywhere, up and down the ticket. We have to organize, mobilize, and get to work now, not just in the weeks before Election Day. We can't let up or take anything for granted anywhere. As I am committed as ever to working with Chair Jaime Harrison, DNC AAPI Caucus Chair Bell Leong Hong, and all of you to get the job done. Your support now means we can prepare for whatever Republicans throw our way, and that our candidates have everything they need to win races all across the country. Each and every one of you has done your part. I know that, and I know you'll keep doing your part. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I'm wishing you all a very good health and good fortune this very happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year, everyone.
Aloha, this is Senator Mazie Hirono. Kunyi Fat Choi. A happy Lunar New Year to everyone. And as we celebrate the new year, like you, when I was at home pre-COVID, we would celebrate by eating all the different cultural foods that we in multicultural Hawaii eat. And so we would eat noodles for long life, lau lau, kimchi, sushi, you name it. And so it is a time for friends and family to get together, as now, of course, safely. I just want to mention that, of course, we acknowledge how hard it's been for us during this pandemic, and it's not over yet. So we'll continue to wear your mask, be safe. Going forward, as we look back on this past year and our accomplishments, such as the rescue plan, and Grace Bang and I really pushing for the COVID-19 hate crimes bill, we acknowledge there's a lot more to be done in voting rights and continue to fight COVID and to create an environment where we can safely reopen our schools and safely go back to work. So lots more to do. Everyone, in this new year of the tiger, stay safe, be kind. Aloha.
Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. Thank you so much to Chair Jaime Harrison and AAPI Caucus Chair Huang for all the great work that you are doing and for including me in today's event. 2022 is the year of the water tiger. The tiger is commonly associated with being bold, brave, and strong. This holds a lot of meaning to me, as I know this past year for our AAPI community has not been the easiest, with an ongoing pandemic and rising violence. Through it all, like always, we've persevered together and did not stop fighting for our neighbors. It is as important as ever to empower AAPI voices to fight for justice in all of our communities and to protect the health and safety of every single person. I'm proud of the work that we accomplished together, from passing the Hate Crimes Act into law and to fighting for the most basic of relief during COVID to help people get affordable internet access, to relief for our small businesses and restaurants. I always enjoy visiting our local small businesses throughout Queens during the new year and buying peach blossom flowers, as they are a symbol of perseverance and hope in this new year. Let's continue to have the courage and strength of the tiger and turn our collective hope into action for our democracy in electing Democrats and empowering our Asian American voters and their voices in 2022. Happy New Year and Year of the Tiger to all of you. Thanks so much.
恭喜发财，新年快乐, and Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. I'm Congressmember Judy Chu, Chair of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus, and I want to wish you all a wonderful Year of the Tiger. Lunar New Year has always been a wonderful joy for me, and I want to especially thank the DNC for organizing this event so we can all celebrate together. And this year, like the tiger, we will rely on the strength and courage of our community to meet unprecedented challenges that come our way, including the ongoing pandemic. This has truly been a difficult 2 years for our community. As the coronavirus began to spread, so too did misinformation and xenophobia against Asian Americans. As a result, there have been over 10,000 anti-Asian hate crimes and incidents against Asian Americans since March 2020. As we begin the Year of the Tiger, we must not give up the fight to combat anti-Asian hate wherever we see it. So please do all you can to support our community and elect progressive Asian American candidates up and down the ballot in 2022.
안녕하세요. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Happy Lunar New Year. My name is Ives Rubley. As a Korean transracial adoptee, I never got to celebrate the Lunar New Year. As an adult, I've been able to reconnect with my birth culture and celebrated the New Year by attending the Lights Festival and eating lots of tteokguk. This year, I hope to continue my work with bravery, courage, and strength by advocating for my communities and increasing equity for all. I hope you can join me in that work as we continue to face old and new challenges and opportunities. May you find peace and light during this new year.
Thank you so much, Mia, for your inspiring words. It's also a great kickoff into the second act of our program. As you know, this is the Year of the Tiger, and the tiger embodies courage, bravery, and also determination. And this next group of speakers embody that determination each and every day. It is my pleasure to introduce this next section with Representatives Pramila Jayapal, Andy Kim, Ted Lieu, Raja Krishnamurthy, and Mark Takano, followed by a performance from award-winning singer Philippa Sue. But before that, we're so excited to throw it to one of the biggest rock groups in America, the Grammy-nominated Japanese Breakfast. Please set your determination to enjoy this performance.
Hi, I'm Michelle Zahner. This is Devin Craig, Peter Bradley, and Craig Hendricks. We're Japanese Breakfast, and we are so thrilled to be here. The song's called Everybody Wants to Love You.
Good evening. I'm Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, and it is my honor to be speaking with you as we celebrate Lunar New Year and welcome in the Year of the Tiger. A new year is a great opportunity to reflect on the work that we've done and our vision for a better tomorrow. In the last year, our AAPI community has continued to come together in the face of discrimination and violence to build a brighter and more just future. We have continued to shatter ceilings, from winning historic mayoral races across the country to pushing for federal legislation that is more inclusive. As a party, we have invested in continued pandemic relief for our Asian American communities and passed a historic infrastructure bill to reinvest and create economic opportunities for our communities of color. Together, we have shown that Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are vital to the health and progress of our democracy. As we look forward to 2022 and how to continue that work, I believe we can take inspiration from the Year of the Tiger, which is characterized by bravery and strength. As we move forward, that courage and strength will be critical as we work to welcome a new wave of AAPI candidates up and down the ballot to protect and carry on the legacy of our communities. Please support these amazing candidates and their work to promote and further the issues of our country's growing AAPI population. I wish you all good fortune and good health. Happy Lunar New Year.
Hi everyone, Congressman Andy Kim here, and I just want to wish you all a happy Lunar New Year. I'm so excited for the Year of the Tiger, and I really think that we should be drawing upon these incredible traits of bravery and courage and others associated with the Year of the Tiger to make sure that we're re-engaging and giving this everything we got. We have our work cut out for us this year. It's going to be a tough one, but I know that if we're looking out for each other and working together, we can get what we need to done. And I know that when we gather this time next year for the next Lunar New Year, we will have a lot to be proud of over what we've accomplished over the last 12 months. So let's make sure we work hard and move forward and be able to give this everything we got. Thanks, everyone.
Hi, this is Congressman Mark Takano wishing everybody a happy New Year, a happy Year of the Tiger, which is all about bravery, strength, and courage. I think about all of the Americans and people all over the world who've lost loved ones because of the coronavirus pandemic, and the strength, courage, and bravery for people to keep on with their lives. But more than that, I think about all of us here in America who are fighting for the soul of our country and our democracy, and the courage, bravery, and strength that we will need to make sure that the government of the people, for the people, and by the people does not perish from the earth. So to all of us, strength, courage, perseverance, and bravery in the Year of the Tiger.
Happy Lunar New Year to all those celebrating across America. As we reflect on this past year, I'm proud of the resilience and perseverance you have all continued to show throughout the pandemic. All of you played critical roles in this past year of the Ox, and we thank you. In Congress, we made key strides for Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander communities. We helped protect the Asian American community with passage of the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act this term, and fought against racial profiling and discrimination of Asian Americans. To combat discriminatory practices impacting Asian Americans, I introduced the Accountability in Assignment Restrictions Act. This bill would reform assignment restrictions at the State Department, a policy that is frequently unduly biased against minorities, particularly Asian Americans. I'm pleased that this year's bill moved forward past the House, and I will continue working on this path forward. We also want relief for Asian scientists in the U.S. unfairly accused of crimes. In response to false accusations of spying alleged against individuals of Asian descent, 90 other members of Congress joined me in calling on the Department of Justice to investigate the China Initiative and implement a department-wide implicit bias training. We have since started to see the results of our tireless efforts for justice. Over the past few months, federal courts affirmed the innocence of Professors Aming Hu and Gang Chen. They are now finally able to take the first step to healing and to return to their passion of teaching and researching for scientific progress. I also celebrated the Biden administration's official launch of the White House Initiative on Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders, which will promote access to equity for AANHPIs. As the current work for the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus, I look forward to continuing to serve all of our communities across America. I wish everyone a happy and healthy start to the Year of the Tiger.
Hi everybody, I'm Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy of the 8th District of Illinois. I want to say happy Lunar New Year. Thank you so much for everything that you do for Democrats, and thank you to the organizers of this event. I wish we could be together, but I'm glad to be able to address you virtually. This is the Year of the Tiger. That means that we have to be brave, we have to be courageous, and we have to make sure that we stand together. And so I'll be wearing my tiger stripes this year for fighting prejudice and hate and bigotry, for making sure that Asian Americans have a voice and a seat at the table, just like everybody else in this country. Because when everyone has a seat at the table, better decisions are made and this country is better off. So thank you so much. Happy Lunar New Year to all of you.
I know better than you. I know, this much is true. So many times it's left me battered, bruised, disillusioned, in pain, feeling I've been used. I swear I'd give it up before it downright kills me. Then it comes back again with promises that thrill me, and I forget what I really should know, and I forget that it's just a big, big show, and I dream, oh I dream of all it could be, and once more I believe in democracy. Ooh, democracy. Democracy. It's broken my heart so many times before, but this one was the worst. Left me screaming on the floor. I was taught in the land of the free, in a land where they screamed at me life, liberty. How can I turn my back on democracy? Am I still in pain, suffering from trauma? Am I insane, addicted to drama? Oh, 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 and I forget what I really should know. I forget that it's just a big, big show, and I dream, oh I dream that our people can be, they can be wise enough, just enough, worthy of trust enough, kind enough, smart enough, with a big heart enough, good and grown up enough to lift us up, lift us up, lift us up, lift us up, and I dream they can be somehow worthy of. Look, this country's a disaster in so many ways, but we have the power. We have the power. We have the power to change. That's why I believe in. I know. I believe. Oh, I believe in democracy.
Welcome back. I hope you guys are having so much fun and being inspired as much as I am. This evening has been so amazing so far, and it's about to even get more inspirational. Because it's not only the year of the tiger, but specifically the year of the water tiger. Now, water types tend to be articulate, clever, introspective, and also creative. This year in 2020, I want to bring in that good juju for all of us to get creative in how we connect and empower our communities to believe that we can make change. A powerful way to do that is storytelling, to be sharing our stories. Therefore, I'm so proud to introduce Tony Award-winning playwright David Henry Huang, who will be introducing the next generation of Asian American storytellers on Broadway.
Hi, I'm David Henry Huang. I'm a playwright and screenwriter who's written 8 Broadway shows, and the only AAPI dramatist to have won the coveted Tony Award for Best New Play. I'm also a 3-time finalist for the Pulitzer Prize in Drama. Only 3 other American playwrights in history have more nominations. Over the decades, I've learned that being seen in America takes work. For me, Lunar New Year is about family, community, and tradition. More than just a wish for prosperity, it is a celebration of our identity. And now more than ever, it's important that we draw strength from that identity and work towards protecting its place in America. My fellow AAPI artists know that when people who look like us appear on our stages and screens in our full humanity, joyful, funny, brave, badass, creative, that is a form of activism. We raise our voices to write the American story. Your voice is every bit as necessary. In the Year of the Tiger, we must continue to fight, to protect and advance our families and communities because our place in this country is still under attack. Think about this. Recently, 63 Republican congressmen voted against legislation condemning anti-Asian hate. They refused to speak out against acts of violence, but still want to govern us? Standing up to hate begins with making our voices heard at the ballot box in November. So let's make sure our families and friends are registered to vote. It's going to take all of us to be loud, proud, brave, assertive activists. Together, we can continue to celebrate the Lunar New Year in a country that wants to celebrate with us. And together, we will continue to write the American story.
Hi, I'm Timothy Huang, multi-award winning composer, lyricist, and librettist of the musicals American Morning, The View from Here, and A Relative Relationship. If you don't want to Google me, don't worry. I'm the guy who has been pathologically writing musicals for Asian faces and voices since 2000 without remorse or regret. And it is my honor to be included in tonight's programming. Thank you! What you're about to watch is the combined effort of 8 different multidisciplinary artists representing 5 different countries. It was recorded in isolation during the summer of 2020 when the theater industry was shut down and New York City's local artists, my friends and colleagues, were scattered to the winds wondering what was next. It represents the culmination of kindness, compassion, tenacity, and sacrifice that only manifests when the most dire of circumstances calls upon us to be our very best, most generous selves. Written by the lyricist who is also an actor, sung by the actor who is also a teacher, and played by the playwright who is also a violinist, the composer who is also a violinist, the violinist who is also an opera singer, the cellist who is a filmmaker, the keyboardist who was a child prodigy, and engineered and edited by the composer who is also now an arranger. With lyrics by Patrick Gallagher and music by me, it is my great pleasure to present There's You, featuring Ali Ewalt on vocals, Jennifer Lynn on piano, Jensen Smith on cello, Emily Chu, Hirona Amamiya, and our very own David Henry Huang on violin.
The universe is growing. Not a scary thought at all. An infinite expanse on an infinite advance. How can that be real? And now you say you're going, and the universe is small. So shouldn't I be sad? But how can I be sad when I feel the way I feel? I feel the sand beneath my toes, and the ocean's constant tidal flows, and I see a disappearing sky, and then all the stars, they start to fly, and in an infinite just what's true. There's you. I hear Debussy's Clair de Lune, and you. I taste a perfect crab rangoon, and you. Kandinsky sketches on his pad, and you. I watch my 14th Breaking Bad, and you. In an infinite, unbroken world with so much more to do. Ah, there's you. So go. If you need the time, you can take it slow, but oh, soon I'm sure you'll know everything I know. I know the shiver down my arm, and you. I know my calm and my alarm. It's you. I know my overwhelming drive. It's you. I know the reason I'm alive. It's you. I know the reason I'm alive is you. I know the reason I'm alive is you. I know the reason I'm alive is you. I know the reason I'm alive is
Hi, my name is Julia Rue, and I'm a Korean-American composer, lyricist, and playwright, as well as a senior at Harvard University. Thank you so much for having me today. It is truly such an honor to be celebrating the Year of the Tiger with all of you. The song that you're about to hear is one of the very first songs in my new musical, Shimcheong, A Folktale. To me, it represents what the Year of the Tiger is all about: courage, bravery, and strength. In this song, Appa, the protagonist's father, as well as a blind sailor, teaches his daughter how to navigate a sailboat using all of one's senses, as well as the importance of facing the windward side when embarking on an adventure. Joining me today is the incredible Raymond J. Lee, who will be singing the part of Appa. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy!
Place your hand in my hand like this.
Like this?
Like this. Now close your eyes and hear the ocean song. Gently now we push and pull the tiller till the sheet is full, and then we move along. Let the sun be your guiding hand. Let the waves carry you wherever you desire. Turn to face the windward side and feel the boat begin to glide. I can't say where the wind will blow, when the sun will shine, but I know with these two hands of mine I can go anywhere I choose. I've just got to use the wind, the sun, the air, the tide, and always face the windward side. The windward side, the windward side. Some may say the eyes are all you need, but I believe that they're the ones most blind. As we surf along the sea, the surfaces are all you see, but there is so much more to hear, to feel, to know, to find. The wind that whips around with secrets that we'll never learn, the chill that fills the air at night until the day returns. The spirits down below and others far above. And my love, who can say where the ocean ends, when we'll meet the shore? That's the reason we have to explore. We'll be brave, and if our ship is swayed, do not be afraid, the waves are here for us to ride. And so we'll ride, 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 and always face the windward side. The windward side, and always face the windward side.
Wow, thank you, Julia. Man, these performances are killing it. So glad I did not decide to become a singer. Haha. Anyway, we are in the home stretch, everybody. I hope you are enjoying this amazing program as much as I am. As I promised, our final act is focused on action in the Year of the Tiger, also known as the year of midterm elections. It's true though. And in all seriousness, everything that we believe in and fight for, women's rights, civil rights, love and equality, and democracy itself is on the ballot in all 50 states this year. And the only way that we can ensure the future of democracy is up to you and me. And you, it's all of us, right? So that's right, you're home watching this program. Right now, there are 23 million Asian Americans, and it's important to remember that policies affect us. They affect our communities, and they affect us personally. And we need every single one of you, one of your votes in all of our elections up and down the ballot. So to prepare you for democracy in action, we have incredible political and cultural leaders, Ai-jen Poo, Brad Jenkins, Eric Salcedo, Roger Lau, B.D. Huang, and Bell Liang Hong to fire you up for those upcoming elections. Please vote. It's so important. Please vote.
Hi, my name is Ai-jen Poo, and I want to wish everyone a very happy Lunar New Year. I'm very excited about this Year of the Tiger. I'm going to be focused on mobilizing women of color voters, including women in all of our communities, to make sure that our voices, our hopes, our dreams, our concerns, our voices are heard and our votes are counted this very important election year. And on behalf of all of the tigers in my family, my grandfather was a tiger, my grandmother, and I am a tiger, I want to wish everyone a lot of strength and courage and power this year. Happy Year of the Tiger.
Thank you, Leland. My name is Brad Jenkins. I want to thank first our host, Leland, who's been incredible tonight. Second, I have to thank Bell Liang Hong, the matriarch of our DNC AAPI Caucus family, Jaime Harrison, Eric Salcedo. But I have to do a huge thank you to Vice President Kamala Harris. My kids were among those kids in the beginning of the program, doing that Pledge of Allegiance, and I was thinking about them and getting a little verklempt about how special tonight is. Our first Asian American and African American vice president. My children, Sadie and Oscar, are Asian American and African American, as am I. And this is a special thing, y'all. This is very special that the DNC look, we are centering the Asian American community, not just for the Asian Americans watching, but for all Americans watching, for African Americans and Latino Americans and white Americans. And that is what is so beautiful about our country. I think these celebrations like Lunar New Year remind us that not so long ago, in the administration that will not be named, our differences were used to separate us. Our differences, our race, our religion, our creed was used to divide us. And I want to say a thank you to Vice President Harris, a thank you to President Biden for offering a different way, for bringing this country together, getting our country back on track. This has been an incredible night. I am here to do not just thank yous, I am here to do some real work. Leland wants me to fire up every single person watching on this election. As you heard from her, this is a big year. This is not just the year of the tiger. This is the year of the midterms. And I have a couple of facts, and then I have a couple of to-dos. Number one fact, y'all know this fact. We are the fastest growing voting bloc and the fastest growing demographic in the United States. Asian Americans represent 23 million Americans. And fact number two, we voted in 2020 at the highest level that our community ever voted. We were the reason why we have Vice President Harris and a President Biden in that White House. We were that margin of victory for the Democratic Senate. And so while these things are exciting, fact number three, we still have so much more work to do because we only represent 0.9% of elected officials across the country. We've heard from so many inspiring leaders like Representative Kim and Meng and Chu and Liu, but we need that next generation of Asian American leaders. And so here's how we can all tonight, while eating some dim sum or eating some wontons and listening to Japanese breakfast, the first thing I want y'all to do is pick up your phone, y'all. Pick up your phone and go to democrats.org. There's a big button and it says volunteer. Click on that. It will geolocate every single inspiring human running for office in your surrounding area. And there's an opportunity for you to knock on doors, volunteer, donate. Heck, if you get on this campaign now, you will be campaign manager by the time we get to November. So please go to democrats.org, go to Mobilize, please sign up. Number two, in the year of the tiger, in the year of bravery and courage and determination, please consider running for office. As I mentioned, we do not have enough Asian Americans running for office, not just federal office. We need you to run for school board. We need you to ensure that Asian American curriculum is in every public school across the country. We need you to make sure that our Asian elders are protected and safe in communities all over this country. And yes, we need you to run for Senate. I don't know if someone out there is hearing this, but we need to pass voting rights legislation. There's so many things on the ballot this cycle, and we need you to step up, join the Democratic Party, get fired up, and go to democrats.org. Again, thank you so much to our hosts. Thank you again to Bell-Yang Huang. And let's keep this presentation going.
Happy Lunar New Year. It was amazing to join the DNC in the Year of the Ox as Deputy Executive Director.
And as the AAPI Coalition Director.
In the Year of the Tiger, we're gearing up for a big fight.
We're preparing for a critical midterm election. And as Republicans across the country offer no plans to help working people and have passed anti-voter laws, we need your help.
From funding for families and small businesses to helping reopen schools and passing legislation to fight anti-Asian hate, Democrats under the Biden-Harris administration have delivered big wins for our communities in tough times.
To protect our progress and ensure we make even more progress, we need to elect Democrats up and down the ticket this fall.
Text volunteer to 43367 to take action and get involved with our team.
We wish you all great luck and look forward to an amazing Year of the Tiger.
Happy New Year!
Hello there, everybody, at the AAPI Caucus of the DNC. I'm here to wish you a happy Lunar New Year. I'm very, very happy to be involved in this event, and I thank you for inviting me. I just want to say very briefly that the Lunar New Year is one of my favorite times of the year. In my family, we celebrate it rather intensely. I come from generations of Chinese Americans from San Francisco. Our family reunion is every year centered around Chinese New Year. It's really, really wonderful because we have quite a few generations now in our family and quite a few little ones, and that always makes it really wonderful. I really do think that the way that we have made Chinese New Year in our family's case our own as Americans is really interesting. You know, the traditions that we grew up with are traditions that in some ways have evolved over the years, and the way they relate to traditional Chinese customs and the way that we've made them our own is really interesting to me and emblematic of the experience of being Asian American. I have the great pleasure and honor of introducing Belle Liang Hong, who is the chair of the AAPI Caucus of the DNC. Take it away, Belle, and I hope you guys have a great evening, and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, BD. I am so glad to know you are also a Leong. We're cousins. Like you, we look forward to this holiday for gathering with family and friends and to celebrate. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me the opportunity to host this incredible event, for spending this time with us as we roar into 2022 with all of you. Lunar New Year is a celebration, and we all have a lot to celebrate over the past 18 months or so. We came together to be the margin of victory in the historic election for the Biden-Harris ticket. We grew stronger as an AAPI community and stood united against Asian hate. We took real action to help our communities through a record-breaking number of legislative accomplishments. We believe in unity through diversity. The AAPI coalition is a very diverse one. 23 million Americans, 50 ethnicities, roots in 40 countries, and over 100 languages. It is very beautiful to see this diverse big tent find unity through our diversity. We recognize that not all of our coalitions celebrate the Lunar New Year. They may observe their other holidays such as Diwali and Eid, but what is important is that we all come together to celebrate each other because we are stronger together. Our collective prosperity is tied to our universal sense of community. Thank you to all my partners on the incredibly talented DNC AAPI artistic community who pulled this beautiful event together, and to all the political and entertainment shining stars for your contribution, not only to this event, but all year long. This event is not only for Asian Americans, but all Americans who believe in unity, courage, and compassion. Thank you for joining us tonight.
All right, everybody, that's our show. We did it. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope you had a wonderful time. And please go to the dnc.org to learn more about how you can get involved in our democracy. Midterm elections are in November, but it's never too early to start getting involved, campaigning, learning about your candidates, doing that research, and voting. Please, please vote. Please vote. I can't stress it enough. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.